Hungary's come out with a program I actually did several weeks ago. I did a video on it, and there's some things that you need to know because I think a lot of people are going the wrong direction with this. It is a real good golden visa program. They still haven't said whether or not they're going to do it like they had the old one that discontinued around 2017, where they waived the language requirement. Because remember, if you go there, most of the people don't speak English. And you're going to have to, the weather is pretty cold there. It's right next to Austria. And I've been there in September in Austria. It's freezing cold. So, you know, you're looking at nice weather, maybe around, I call nice weather, 3 months of the year. So if you don't like that type of weather, I would pass it right up. But I'm going to give you two other options. I think as a overall is a better picture of what I think would make it a lot easier for you on type golden visa type programs. And that is right now Hungary's got a program where it's $250,000 that you can invest in bonds issued by a real estate fund that's approved by the Central Bank of Hungary, and then you can go $500,000 with the purchase of residential real estate in Hungary, or $1 million donation to like a designated type charity there. But the thing about this program, and there's one other option too, by the way, which is one of the most popular ones, is you can invest $50,000 in a business. And it really doesn't state the minimum, but they say that really you should go around $50,000 to really get approved, kind of like the E2 treaty is. E2 treaty, you really should go somewhere between $50,000 and $100,000 that the U.S. offers if you want to go in there and set up a company. So, but let's look at the differences, because I'm going to give you a couple of options I feel like that are better by far. I just would not pick the Hungary option myself because there's better options out there. Literally can do it for free. I mean, so I wonder, why would someone want to go with a residency by investment program when you can go get a travel document that has more visa-free travel, English speaking, and the taxes are better? Now, Hungary does have pretty good tax laws. They've got a flat rate tax that's real low, but the fact is they still tax you on your worldwide income. What about if you can control that and stop maybe all your taxes? I'm going to tell you two other better options I like better is the UK and also Ireland. And let me tell you why. The UK and Ireland both have non-dom programs. So now UK's only lasts around 7 years. Ireland's is perpetual. It doesn't end. But you can get the passport in the UK by setting up a business there and literally not invest anything. If you're in a service-type oriented business, and you can apply for the passport around 6 years, you can get it. And by the time that 7th year comes in, if you don't want to pay taxes on your worldwide income, just get the passport and take off and leave. And then you can just go to a nearby country like Ireland, where their non-dom system doesn't end. It doesn't end after 7 years. It's perpetual. Now, that might change one day, but they've had this for years and years and years on this non-dom program in Ireland. But just to give you an example, Hungary's got 186 visa-free countries that you can go to, either visa-free or visa-free on arrival countries and territories. The UK's got 188, and Ireland's got 189. Ireland's actually got the best passport as far as visa-free travel goes. And I'll tell you something else that's really neat is if you go to Hungary, you're going to have to learn the language, whether they require or not to get the passport, because you're just going to be frustrated all the time. You go to the UK or Ireland, you speak English, you don't have to worry about passing some sort of English test or foreign language test that you don't know anything about. Now, the UK does have it's like somewhat of a history type test that you have there to get the passport, but it's in English. It's not a big deal. It's not a tough test. Ireland doesn't have anything. And of course, once you get residency in the UK, you can, or even citizenship in the UK, you can freely move to Ireland. Or you can move to Ireland before you get the UK passport. They have a good retirement visa there. And both of those programs, you pay, like, you don't have to, in the UK, you can set up a company there and really have no minimum requirement. In Ireland, there's nothing to invest if you go on a retirement visa. Most people don't know about this retirement visa. Most people actually go, they've heard about this investment visa, they just discontinued. Well, you can go to Ireland without having that, okay? It's just they don't promote a lot of the retirement visa program that they've got there in Ireland. But the great thing about this is the fact that you can get that passport in Ireland in about 5 years, 6 years, which is quicker than you're going to get in Hungary. You can also do the same thing in the UK. But the UK, of course, their tax laws start coming in. You still have the flat tax starting after 7 years of taking that status as a non-dom. But after it's the 15th year, they're going to blend you in with the regular tax system in the UK, which you probably would not like. It's very high. You don't have that with Ireland at all. But you literally can get your taxes close to zero using the non-dom program for both countries, for Ireland and the UK. So my whole thing is, why learn another language and have to pay taxes on your worldwide income, even if it's pretty low, and be in freezing cold weather like you're going to have in Hungary? And to me, it just doesn't make sense. Why not just go to a country where you speak the English? Anyway, folks, I just thought you might not want to know this, because it's so many people go to places like Hungary, Panama. They have to learn the language, and they go, "Oh man, I can't deal with this," and they just waste an international move. My whole thing is, pick a country where you speak the language, and this is what I would be picking. Now, obviously Ireland and UK doesn't have a fast track program, so if you're going to pick a residency by investment program, I would pick those two over Hungary any day of the week. If you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button right on your screen right here. And you get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.